Hello there guys, Bilbo10000 here, bringing you another episode of the Nonary Games 999. Today we are going to go down the alternate path and pick the door that we didn't go into at the start of the game. So effectively, people are wondering, why am I doing this? What's the point? Well, I could just go to a split that will get me to a different ending regardless. However, I feel like every single path you can go down has something interesting to learn about these characters, and something I want to do is really learn about these different characters, because we literally won't know anything about Snake if we don't take this path, so let's just go for it.
Door 5 is what remains of the ninth man.
We need to go down door 5.
I never want
so let's just skip to the
June with me through door.
Yep, skip.
Should I stay silent or should I stop them?
Insist to go to door 5.
Alright then, it seems...
No, insist to go to door 5.
I'm going through door...
Insist.
We're over there.
The door's not going.
Which door?
Decided that it had to be door 5. Here we go. Let's branch off into a new path.
Hey, wait.
Junpei's cry echoed across the room. The 4 people walking toward the door stopped. Turned back toward him.
I want to go through door 5 too.
The words were scarcely out of his mouth when June spoke up.
What? What are you saying, Junpei? If you're going through that door, then I'm going with you.
No, that's kind of impossible given our numbers. He turned around to look at her.
No, you can't. I can't take you with me.
Why?
Well, you know what's in there, don't you? Are you sure you want to see that?
Well...
June opened her mouth as if to say something, but instead closed it again and looked at the floor. Junpei felt an ache in his chest at her clear distress, but the choice was not his to make. There was nothing else he could do. Junpei turned away from June, doing his best to silence his turbulent emotions. God damn.
Please, let me go into door 5.
Seven scratched his head and looked at the young man.
Man, now we're right back where we started, you know that?
Sorry, we really wanted to go into door 5. We haven't been in there yet. There's an escape room I want to try out.
Junpei's bracelet is number 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we are going to add Junpei, then we must subtract 5 from the rest of us.
Oh, that'd be Ace and Clover going then. Snake turned to Ace.
Ace, please, take good care of Clover.
Aww.
Oh, alright. That's fine.
1 + 4 = 5. Yeah.
Don't go away!
You need to listen to me, Clover. Go to door 4 with the others.
No!
Don't be so selfish.
Snake's tone was harsh.
Why?
Tears welled up in Clover's eyes. I don't think it's being selfish here. Come on. You're in a life or death situation, apparently. I don't think being selfish is that much of a problem. She bit her lip and did her best to fight off tears in her eyes. Snake's expression softened and he put his arms around Clover. He held her close and whispered into her ear.
You'll be fine. Just relax.
Aww. That's cute. Brother and sister adorable. It looked as though he whispered 2 or 3 more words, but whatever they were, Junpei didn't hear them.
What did he tell her?
He couldn't help but wonder what the other man had said. Snake pulled back from his sister, his eyes kind and inquiring.
Okay, I understand.
Her voice was barely audible from where Junpei stood. See you, Clover. Before long, new teams were assembled.
Let's make sure we've got this straight. Those going to door 5 are me, 7, and Snake. 7 + 2 + 5 = 14.
1 + 4 = 5.
And the digital root of 14, 1 + 4 is 5. And those going to door 4 are Lotus, Santa, June, Ace, and Clover. 8 + 3 + 6 + 1 + 4 is 22. And the digital root of 22 is 2 + 2, 4.
Brilliant.
We're okay with this?
No problems here.
Yes. Let's do it.
Let's go.
All right then.
7, Snake, and Junpei scanned their numbered bracelets in quick succession. The screen of the red showed 3 asterisks.
The lever's all that's left. Okay. All right then. Let's go.
Let's do this. Junpei glanced around one last time, his hand resting on the lever of the red.
Okay. Please be careful.
Aww. Concern was written plainly across her face.
We will.
Junpei looked at her in the eye and gave what he hoped was a reassuring nod. He pulled the lever. And we're gone. Oh, the blood on the wall. Oh no. With the sharp clack of a lock releasing, the door swung open.
And it's open.
Ahead of them, in the small hallway, were the pitiful remains of the ninth man.
Oh.
Yep.
That's messed up.
That was the ninth man.
For a moment, Junpei froze. Try as he might, his eyes would not leave the corpse and his feet would not leave the floor. Seven, too, seemed paralyzed. Snake, on the other hand, seemed unconcerned. He walked calmly down the bloody hallway and only stopped when he realized his companions were not following.
Oh.
How can you...
Well, do you intend to kill me? I assume you haven't forgotten the door only remains open for 9 seconds, have you?
Right, that's true. It's 'cause he's blind, he can't see the body, obviously. He hadn't even bothered to turn around. His head was, at most, slightly cocked towards one shoulder.
Sorry.
Let's go!
Junpei and Seven looked at one another and nodded and threw themselves through the door. Here we go. As they did, a cold tone sounded from the left wrists of all three men. Seven and Junpei looked down at their bracelets. On both of them, and on Snake's, a red skull had flickered to life.
Damn it! The countdown started!
That's a pink skull. They had scarcely processed this information when the door shut behind them. With a metallic slam, the numbered door behind them swung shut.
Shit! The door!
There's no turning back now.
We've got to go find that dead.
And if we don't manage to find the deactivation device...
Hey, where is the dead?
The fear and urgency in Seven's face reflected what all three of them felt.
How the hell should I know?
Well, we'll find it, don't worry.
Stay calm. Look around you.
Okay, I get it.
Junpei spun around, searching desperately for the dead. And he found it easily enough. Well done. It was on the wall next to the closed door labeled 5.
Found it. Right here!
As he yelled, he struck the scanner with his hand. The other two scrambled to follow suit. As soon as they finished, Snake threw the lever down. And we're safe.
Well, it looks like it stopped.
Thank goodness. As he spoke, Junpei wiped the sweat from his forehead with a trembling hand.
Goddamn thing's gonna give me a heart attack.
A muscle stood out in Seven's neck, and the corners of his mouth were twitching.
Jumpy, are you alright? Are you guys okay?
Aww. They could hear anxious voices, muffled but distant from the other side of the door.
Yeah, we're fine.
The detonators have been deactivated.
They heard relieved sighs, and even through the door, the three men could feel the tension disperse.
Alright, we're moving on.
Okay.
Sure thing.
And they're off. Let's go.
And they're gone.
They heard footsteps moving away, and before long they were alone again.
Now.
Junpei looked around.
Doesn't look like we can go any further this way.
So we have to go into the room on the left. The hallway ended roughly 20 or 30 feet from where they stood.
Maybe this wall can be moved. Or not. It's not budging.
God damn it.
Hey, there's a door over there.
To the left, however, was a wooden door that looked positively inviting by comparison. In the middle of it was a plaque that read First Class.
A first-class cabin, huh?
Oh.
Well, it seems like it.
So is the first class cabin going to be our escape room?
Let's have a look then, shall we?
It's probably going to be an easy escape room as well, given that it is potentially the first one you
then.
face.
Let's go.
Not including the prologue one, obviously.
Yeah.
Without hesitation, Snake opened the door and stepped inside. Seven followed closely behind him. Junpei moved to follow them as well, but...
Oh.
He stopped just short of the threshold and looked back, not knowing why.
I don't want to look, but...
Lying in the small hallway was a man's body, or at least what was left of it. He tried hard to avoid looking at the grisly scene, but it just wouldn't leave his mind.
It's so horrible. I can't even tell what's what.
It's pretty brutal. What had once been a man's internal organs now looked like so much vomit, as though something had chewed up and spit out the better part of his torso. It was hideous, but worse still, it was cruel. It was hard to believe the thing on the floor had once been human. The black pool of thick blood, the lumps of glistening flesh spread across the floor, the awkward twisted tangle of shredded intestines, the head wrenched to some grotesque unnatural position.
He'd been wearing these.
Oh, that's awful. The man's glasses lay next to his head. The lenses were cracked and the frame bent and distorted. And next to the glasses lay a bracelet, the number 9 still displayed on its face.
The bracelet's off. Oh, wait. Zero did say.
Yeah, we know, when your heart rate reaches 0, it turns off.
The bracelet comes off when you're dead.
Yeah, to be fair though, getting blown up, the bracelet would have been, like, you know, chucked away regardless through the explosion.
Oh, but what the hell's the point of getting it off when you end up like this?
Pretty much.
Oh, just imagining how it must have happened. This was a human. Oh,
Suddenly, Junpei felt his stomach convulse and a knot of muscle gripped his throat.
oh god. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna puke. Oh, I gotta get out of here.
Yep, turn away, Junpei, turn away. He clapped his hands over his mouth and ran to the first-class cabin. And the door shut. The atmosphere changed immediately. The room was gorgeous, and despite the apparent age of the ship, none the worse for wear.
Huh. Where did they...
He looked around. Seven and Snake were nowhere to be seen. There were 2 doors on the right side of the room. He opened the one on his right and went through. Are they there?
Through here?
On the other side of the door was a short hallway. He jogged down the hallway, opened the door at the other end, and peeked through. There they are. There they were to his right, busy examining something.
What's up?
He stepped through the door and walked towards them. Something about an escape room, perhaps? There's
Check
a
this
door.
out. We found this thing here on the door.
The red light's on. Does that mean it's locked?
Probably. Red is usually the universal color for locked, stop, bad, evil, you know.
So I would assume.
Is there any other way out?
We looked around a little. Other than this door, we didn't find anything.
So you're telling me that unless we can open this door?
Yes. We won't be going anywhere.
Well, we can open the door, it's fine. Junpei stepped away from the door and looked around the room.
This looks like a bedroom.
Then the other room is probably a living room. Or the closest you can get to one on a ship.
Agreed.
All right, let's find a way to open this door. Come on, guys.
Here we go. It's time to seek a way out. What I did find interesting, by the way, is that no matter what, you can't go with Ace or Clover into an escape room at the beginning of this game. Like, you can't go with them until at least the second numbered doors appear. Aha. Score plate A. I see, this feels like glass. A rectangular plate of glass? Is there something written on the surface? Yeah, it's a sheet of music with a couple of A notes. Just A's? Yeah, that's it. Kinda weird, huh? Interesting. It took Junpei by surprise. Snake, usually so calm and collected, suddenly began to move. He stared about the room almost frantically, clearly looking for something. No, Junpei thought, not staring. After all, he's blind. Blind or not, Snake was clearly attempting to do something. At last, Junpei could no longer contain his curiosity.
What's wrong? You got weird all of a sudden.
Let's see. Snake waited a moment before answering.
I heard something strange.
Odd.
Something strange.
Ah, well, never mind. It doesn't seem to be anything suspicious.
Okay.
I don't wish to toot my own horn, but my auditory senses are considerably more advanced than those of most humans.
I do not blame him. Being blind, you probably have to learn to listen with your ears and your smells and whatever.
I notice even the slightest of noises.
Fair enough.
Right. Are you gonna tell me you can hear a needle drop from a mile away?
No, such a thing would be impossible. However, by listening to the sound of footsteps and breathing, as well as sound echoing off the environment, I can locate most objects.
That's pretty awesome, actually.
Oh yeah, that's right. When Clover fell on the big staircase a little while ago, you were at her side immediately. So that was...
Yes, I could hear it happen.
So does he have, like, echolocation?
In fact, I can run quite fast. Certainly as fast as you. And should someone attempt to start a fight with me, I am quite confident that I could defeat them.
That's interesting to note, given he gets kidnapped later on in the story and potentially killed. We find him dead in the shower, so someone had to bloody force him to, you know, activate on the red.
Oh, really?
Junpei was somewhat taken aback by this revelation. Stared at Snake, skeptical.
You don't believe me, do you? Care to give it a try? I must warn you, you'll no doubt regret it. Well, I suppose that's enough playing around. Let's resume our search, shall we?
I quite like him. He's an interesting character. With a small, self-satisfied smile, Snake turned and walked away from Junpei. It's because he's sort of slightly princely, but in a sense he actually can back up everything he's saying, which kind of makes him all the more awesome. Okay, well now that's done. A white desk, feels kind of fancy. A small round chair, looks like it probably goes to the vanity. A bed with a canopy. I've seen things like this in movies and stuff, but never in real life. True, you don't see too many these days. I can't see the details, obviously, but I imagine it's one of those princess beds Clover is so fond of. Clover wants one of these? Yes, she wants a princess bed. Didn't I say that? You think it doesn't suit her? Yeah, I guess you could say that. Ah, Junpei, judge her by appearances, will you? And well, you should not. That was an odd conversation indeed. It's totally a table with a mirror. Yes, you know that sort of thing is known as a vanity. Were you aware of that, Junpei? Of course, vanity also refers to self-love, conceit, and narcissism. As such, you could say that every day when a woman looks into one of these, she is staring at her own conceit and narcissism. Doesn't that strike you as terribly sad? Wow. Okay. There's a piano. What's this? This isn't a score. Is this a map of the ship? A map? There's a map of the ship here? Yeah. Then I imagine it will prove very helpful. You'd best hold on to it, Junpei. Okay. It is now possible to use the map screen. Yay! A music stand. Well, might as well put this glass plate on it. Oh, Is something wrong? It's kind of hard to see the notes. Maybe if I put something underneath them? A background for the notes. So we have to find something that we can put on the background so that the notes show. Okay. This is a high quality desk that he's rubbing. Teak or perhaps mahogany? Wow, how can you tell? Oh, I have my ways. This way leads out there, and this way leads into a room with a cupboard. Aha! Score plate C. Can I combine these? Nope. A leather suitcase. There's nothing inside. I can tell by the weight, and it makes no noise when shaken. It's a leather suitcase. Unfortunately, there's nothing inside. This safe is locked. It's one of those dial locks. It doesn't have a key, we just need to get the dials in the right place and it'll open. Did you find anything, Seven? Nope. How about you, Snake? I also found nothing. Huh. Okay, so I guess we have to leave that alone for now. This is the bathroom. The lights, huh? Nope, doesn't look like there's anything hidden there. The bath is ran, so there's water in the bath. Can we unplug the plug? Is there ash or something in this water? It looks kind of grey. Let's just pull the plug. No, hold on. Maybe we can, I don't know, use it for something. Use it for something? Well, the sink's clean. Any water? Nothing's coming out. We've got the faucet on all the way, but I can't hear anything. Testing, testing. Hey, it's great to see you all here. I just flew in from New York, and boy, my arms are... What the hell is he talking about? That's not a mic, Seven. It's just a shower head. What? What the hell? Oh, Seven. It's a light switch. Nothing happens when I press it. Alright, same thing with that one. Now we're in the living room. There's some sort of antique desk. Makes sense though, I guess. This whole room's full of antiques. You could get a nice handful of cash for all the stuff in here. It's a heavy piece of paper that's been folded in half. It has score printed on the front of it. Score? That's gonna mean some musical score. If that's true, then the score we just found was probably in here. At least at some point. Why don't we take it? We could probably take that and use it for something important. There's an iron grate in front of the fireplace. There's something behind it. That's a musical score. We need to get the grate, though. This couch looks just big enough for 3 people. Looks perfect for me. What? Perfect for an elegant gentleman like myself. The couch looks a lot more elegant. Hey, there's something you aren't saying. Never mind. Okay, what are we looking for in this room exactly? A couple of lights on the wall, we've got a fireplace, can't really do anything with it. A lot of people these days with real fireplaces aren't a lot of people these days with real fireplaces and real fires. Oh, it means there aren't a lot of people. Okay, I'm misreading that completely. Not much I can do there. Didn't we come out of that door? No point going back there. All that's out there is the locked number door. Well, yeah. Old-fashionable desk. Adds a little class to the room. Somebody spent a lot of time carving the legs of this chair. It'll snap like a twig if Seven sits on it, though. Mind your own business. The vase? You're gonna use this vase, right? That's pretty clever, Junpei. We just gotta fill this thing with water. Yep, fill it with water and then we can sort out the fireplace. The bathtub's full of gross, cloudy water. Alright, shouldn't be too hard to fill this vase up. Okay. Man, this water's dirty. Can't see more than 4 inches or so. I can't see anything down there. Do you think... Think what? There's a plug on the end of this chain. Alright, why don't we just drain this water? Yeah, good plan. Alright, where's that thing? A good tug ought to be enough to get it out. Huh? And it's another musical score. Okay, so this musical score is very important to this. Okay, this is a room that I didn't expect to be in. There's some toilet paper on the wall there. Nothing that looks suspicious. It's a toilet. Doesn't seem to be anything in the toilet or the tank. What's the point of that room then? This way. Kind of got a bit lost there for a second. I think there's something in the back of the fireplace. Yep. Let me just get the vase. Alright, time to put this fire out. About time, buddy, let's do it. Here we go. And we got the fire out. Good job. Another success. That fire didn't stand a chance. And what have we got? Don't want to get burned, so let's pull down the sleeves. We've got the score plate. As Junpei tucked the plate into his pocket, oh great, we're getting exposition. Oh right, we're gonna learn about his amnesia a lot earlier this time around, probably. Seven cried out and stumbled, his balance lost. He threw out a hand and caught the wall in time to steady himself and avoid the floor, but his face was flushed and he looked startled.
Hey, Seven, what the hell was that? Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just felt a little dizzy, that's all.
Seven rubbed a couple of fingers across his brow and then shook his head as if to clear it.
What the hell is wrong with me? First memory loss, now I'm getting dizzy for no reason.
Oh, well, yeah.
Memory loss?
Junpei couldn't hide the surprise in his voice. We've been here before, but it's going to be fun to hear it in this context. Seven, for his part, seemed unconcerned.
Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't tell you, huh? I told the rest of them before we ran into you on the stairs. I told them I couldn't remember a damn thing from before I woke up.
Yep.
Didn't realize I hadn't told you.
Oh, well, yeah. Glad you told me now.
Whoa, wait a minute. You're talking about amnesia, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Dark Descent.
I guess so.
Well, why are you an amnesiac? What happened to you?
If I knew that, I wouldn't really be one, would I?
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true.
Junpei, the man with the most tact in the entire world. Junpei paused for a moment and stared at Seven.
Are you telling the truth?
Huh?
Well, you look pretty calm for somebody who doesn't remember anything. If you've really got amnesia, shouldn't you be, like, upset or confused or something?
Well, sure. I mean, I was pretty confused when I woke up down on D-Deck, but that was a while ago. I've had some time to get used to it. After a while, I figured it wasn't worth the trouble of worrying about it.
That's actually a really good way to think about it.
After all, why worry about something I can't change? Well, people usually don't stay amnesiacs forever. I figure it'll work itself out eventually.
Fingers crossed.
But that's it?
That's it. Alright, that's enough talking for now. Let's get back to work.
Thank God. Seven gave Junpei a look the younger man wasn't sure how to interpret and turned to walk away.
How are you fine with something like that?
Somehow, though, Junpei didn't find his reassurances very reassuring. Well, it's his choice, not yours, Junpei. Get over it. Did I check the sofa over there? The couch does look pretty elegant, doesn't really go with Seven. Okay. We didn't check this room. Suitcase made of leather, the color of rich mahogany. Well, shoot. Looks like there's nothing in it. But we have got score plate G. Let's head back this way. We can actually start putting some stuff down now because we've got a score plate. A music stand seems as good a place as any to put this music we found. Just got to put the ceramic plate on the bottom, and then stack the glass plates on top of it. Alright, good. Sweet, now I can play the music. Junpei, would you be so kind as to play the piano? I am unable to see. Unable to, you see. I'm sure I needn't tell you, but the keys on this piano are not what you might expect them to be. C won't be C, D won't be D, and so forth. You must listen carefully to determine which keys to strike. Do you understand? Yeah, alright, let's give this a shot. Okay. So 3, 4, okay, 3, 4. Oh god, this is gonna be a nightmare. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. No. 1, 2, Oh my god. This one, this one, this one? This one. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my god, that one was difficult. Fabulous. Did it do anything? And we're done. Music is not my forte. Wait, what was that noise? Junpei, we did it. Looks like it worked. I heard something unlock over by the exit. Let's go. Good plan. Stand. Bow. Be seated. Well, I guess he hasn't forgotten that. At least Snake thinks it's funny. Yes, I suppose that was the classroom bell, wasn't it? I don't imagine that's what Zero was thinking of, however. No, Zero almost certainly meant to suggest Westminster, not middle school. Westminster? The palace in London that plays host these days to the Houses of Parliament. You've heard of Big Ben, the famous clock tower, yes? Oh my god. This is weird. Big Ben plays that very collection of notes on the hour. London. The capital of England, huh? At any rate, the door is now unlocked. Let's leave this place immediately. What about the safe? Don't we want to unlock the safe? A safe. It's a safe. A safe, huh? The exit's open. Yeah, strange that we didn't need to open this to achieve our goal. Do you think it's important? I wonder what's in there. It's a safe with a dial lock on it. We won't be able to open it until we know the right numbers. Guess we'll just leave it alone and move on. I guess so. Alright, let's go. And we're out. Alright, well, we've made pretty good time so far. Did that in a good 20 minutes. He came out of the door and into a long, straight hallway.
Another hallway?
He paused for a moment and turned around to look behind him. Yeah, we just came out of the first class cabin.
That should do it.
7 was bent over, apparently doing something to the door.
What's he up to?
Junpei had spoke more or less to himself, but apparently 7 had heard anyway. The larger man stood up and turned to Junpei.
I was just putting one of those plates in there. It ought to keep the door from locking again. Now we can come back here anytime we want, right?
Alright, fair enough.
Ah, why would you want to come back here?
Snake was a reasonable one. Seven thought about it for a moment before he answered.
I might like to play a little piano.
Piano?
Come on, let's get moving. We aren't out of this yet.
Without waiting for an answer, Seven started off down the hallway.
Well then?
Snake shrugged, sighed, and quietly followed Seven. There's got to be a reason, probably the safe, something to do with that safe. That's a lie, Junpei thought to himself.
Can't say I could ever imagine Seven playing the piano.
I thought he was just saying that as a joke, guys, come on.
He couldn't use the piano in there anyway. The keyboard's a mess. But why would he want to leave the door unlocked then? I have no clue.
Hey, wait for me!
Junpei frowned, took one last look at the door, and then walked away towards his companions. After some time in the hallway, they emerged into a larger, more open area.
Whoa, a metal grate?
Ah, we're on the other side where the kitchens are. The other team are either in the kitchens at the moment, or they're gonna get here soon. That's kinda cool. A large metal grate, like the door of a jail, divided it in half.
Why is this thing...
They shook it for a while, but as they had expected, it did not move.
Figures.
Are those elevators over there?
No way to know if they're working or not from here. Oh, there's a door just to the left of this grate.
Unfortunately, however, it was locked and refused to open.
Sounds like it's locked.
Yep.
Junpei took a moment to examine the left side of the room.
Stairs leading down.
They're blocked by the grate, though.
But this here seems accessible.
So we can open it?
Nah, I think it's locked too. Look.
We need the key that belongs to that lock, and I assume we're going to go to a second escape room very quickly, just like we would if we'd gone down the other route. In the center of the door was a small keyhole. Next to the keyhole, a small symbol had been carved into the metal.
What's this mark? The female symbol.
He wasn't quite sure what to make of it. Snake, naturally, was somewhat more sure.
Ah, the Venus symbol, I imagine. Do you recall the similar symbols near the large central stairway?
Yeah, all of the ones about the planets.
They reference many of the solar bodies.
Oh, that's right. The Sun, Saturn, and Earth.
And now
So,
Venus.
as you can see, that one is likely.
Not the woman symbol, but a Venus symbol.
I mean, pretty much both.
So I assume.
Hold on. Where's Seven?
While they had been discussing the symbols, Junpei now realized Seven had slipped away. His absence now felt, Snake and Junpei turned to look around for their
There
missing
he is,
companion.
down that hallway.
Seven had left them to head down the hallway extending to the right of the stairs.
This way, Snake. Follow me.
Junpei grabbed Snake to lead him in the right direction, and they both headed off after Seven. Before long, the three of them stood in front of a door.
I wonder if this door will...
It was a French door.
How about that? It opens.
How do you know that a door is French? Junpei tested the door and realized that unlike so many other doors they'd encountered, it was unlocked. Almost as though he was afraid it would suddenly lock itself, Junpei threw the door open. Don't worry, it will lock itself when you go inside, probably. He stepped inside. Oh, it's a casino.
Oh, wow.
It took only a moment for Junpei to take in his new surroundings.
Is this some kind of casino?
Sure looks like one.
Before Junpei could comment any further, a noise from behind made him turn around. The door has locked, and they are locked in. Yep. Snake was shaking the door they'd just come through.
Well, this is troubling.
As Seven and Junpei watched, he threw up his hands in frustration, and then kicked the door for good measure.
It seems we are once again locked in.
Woohoo. There was no reason to panic, however.
Even if that door was open, it's not like we had anywhere to go that way.
So we must find another exit then.
Exactly.
All right, guys, let's split up and search this room. Come on, no dawdling, let's go.
Spurred to action by Seven's words, Junpei and Snake began to examine the room. I was right, we're going straight into another Escape the Room segment. Let's try and get it done this episode. Let's do this. Okay. So it's a casino. Hey Junpei, isn't that a card sitting on the table there? This feeling. It seems to be a playing card. Okay. Can we take it? Yes, we can. There's nothing on the table anymore, so the table's useless then. What about this little... the bar? What's this? Huh? A playing card? Okay, so we're collecting playing cards then. Good to know. Looks like a card. A playing card? Yes. The counter's pretty well polished. Nope, nothing else. Nothing else of note at all. Whole lot of glasses. Doesn't look like there's anything else back there, though. Okay, nothing else of note. Okay, there's a number 3 card. Suddenly, 7 began to speak.
Ah, Baccarat.
Huh? You speak another language, my friend?
You ever played Junpei?
Junpei shook his head. He'd barely even heard of the game.
No, never.
Alright then, how about I explain the rules to you a bit?
Oh, joy, we're gonna learn about gambling.
See, Baccarat is kind of an unusual game.
It's probably... Is it a Japanese game? I feel like... Because I've never heard of that before myself.
You've got the banker and the player.
Okay.
The whole point is that you guess which one's gonna win. And whether the banker or the player wins, it all depends on their hands. The way each hand works is different from other games too. See, you take the number from the ones place after you add up the value of all your cards.
Wait, you take the number from the ones place after you add the value of all your cards.
Whoever gets the number closest to 9 wins. If your number is smaller than your opponent's, you lose.
Okay.
And that's it. That's the explanation. Got it? Well, actually, there's a lot more to it. Strategy, details, that sort of stuff.
But we only need to know the basics.
But what I just told you sums up the core of the game pretty well. The single digit of the sum of all the cards you have. The strongest hand is a 9, and the weakest hand is a 0. You just ignore the number in the 10 spot. Do you get it?
Yeah.
He hadn't been asked for it, but Seven's explanation, rushed though it had been, was helpful.
Well, maybe half of it. Enough. I got a chance at winning the game if I played now.
However, we have no way of knowing if the puzzle in the Baccarat table makes use of those rules, and if it does, in what manner.
That's also true.
Then I guess we try everything.
Feeling more confident, if only slightly, Junpei approached the Baccarat table. 8. Would we need to make an 8 with our cards? It's the 8 of spades. Hey 7, are we really supposed to play Baccarat? It's a Baccarat table, what the hell else would we do? Stop worrying about it. It's real simple. What's the opponent's hand? Well, there's an 8 in that glass case. Alright, then that's your opponent's number. We need to get a 9. If that's the case, what 3 cards do we need to get that number? 3 cards. There are a couple of indentations with white lines around them, right? Those mean we've got to put down 3 cards, so place 3 cards here and defeat the opponent's 8. That's what I've got to do, I guess. Yeah, I think so. Something tells me those aren't the only rules. Alright, let's give it a shot. Before I start, I better make sure I've got the rules straight. There are 3 empty indentations. I just gotta pick a card and play it. I figure if I put them in the right spots, something ought to happen. Alright, let's give it a try. 7. 7 plus 5 is 13, plus 4. Let's do that, and then let's put 4 in. See if that does anything. No? No. Okay, let's see if we can find some more cards. I assume we're definitely missing some. Check out that stained glass. How beautiful. What? Huh? Stained glass is colored pieces of glass placed together in a frame. As I've said many times before, I need only touch it to know. I can at least discern the basic structure. Fair enough. That square table. Looks like a mahjong table. Do you play mahjong, 7? Maybe. I don't remember exactly, but I do remember a couple of hands and some of the rules, so I figure I must have played it at some point. Excellent, once we've vacated this vessel, I would like to play a game with you. Can you, play? So long as you tell me which tiles I am eliminating, yes. I believe I have at least enough skill to defeat an amateur. Oh! However, I must ask you to remove the red tiles when we play. Damn. What a savage. It says 1 on the plate. So I've got the symbols for heart, spade, and diamond here. Okay, where's club? I don't see anything suspicious. What's this? Lock. It seems the card is attached to the panel. And attached very well, it seems. If you don't mind what's... Oh, we need the 8 from the Baccarat table to put in here. The ace of spades, in fact. Yeah, we need the 8 from the Baccarat table. We put that in there and it's probably going to unlock it because it's 9. Number 2. There's a plate on it that says 2. And then... Number 3. It's the drawer they use to pick up money. It's locked tight. I can't get it open. Are these ones openable? Well, usually the way these things work is that if the reels match, a whole bunch of coins would come out. Exchanging those coins for prizes is the best part, though. A prize, eh? I wonder what might happen if we were to match all the reels. I imagine the prize would be the tools that would lead to our escape. I agree. But we need money to be able to do this. So we need to go and find some sort of money. Stained glass on the wall, lighting fixtures. Is there something we're missing? Ah, I haven't seen this bit yet. There's firewood in the fireplace. Over here? Junpei, I can feel a frame here. What sort of painting is it? Clouds, maybe? Clouds? Well, maybe it's a rabbit. A rabbit? Well, if it's not that, it might be a close-up of some teeth. Oh, I guess there's actually nothing there. Just a blank piece of canvas in a frame. I see. How strange. There's a weird-looking thing floating in there. Oh, there's a playing card. There we go. There's a weird-looking thing floating. Yeah, I know. Ah. Wait, when those two lights turned on, I heard something from the bottom of the fireplace. What was that? I heard something down there. Clubs, diamonds, hearts. A coin bag. So I assume we can now use the slot machines? Alright, let's put a coin from the bag in here. What happened? I heard an odd noise. Well, to be honest, I don't know. I pressed some of the buttons and smacked the machine once or twice, but nothing happened. Oh, looks like the coin got stuck. Oh dear. Maybe we try a different machine? Alright, let's drop the coin into the coin slot. Come on, you little bastards, I only need one of you. Okay. It was... Oh, it was club, diamond, heart. Oh, wow. 777. Hey, and I think I hear something unlocking in there. Impressive, Junpei. It would appear to be unlocked now. There is something akin to a drawer in the bottom part of this machine, yes? This is a pickup drawer for dividend. Probably the lock for the drawer got unlocked. Please open it if you would. And that is a card. And a key with the Venus symbol. Yay, now we can get out of the room and open the gate. Brilliant. And he's off. Let's go. Better put the key in my pocket for later. As for the card, well, we're gonna need it soon, probably anyway. Do we still have the bag of coins? No, we do not. I feel like it's time to play some Baccarat again. Okay. Let's try this again. Through empty indentations, gotta pick a card and play it. Figure if I put them in the right spot, something ought to happen. Let's give it a try. So, we need to make 19, I guess? What's 7 plus 6 is 13. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We could try 7, 6, and 5, maybe. No, I don't want to keep doing that. Did that work? Yes, it did. Alright, if I just put down these 3 cards. Yes, open for me. Great. You did it, Junpei. You think it's telling us to take the 8 card? Let's grab it. Alright, let's take this card. Alright. Now that we've got the 8 card, I assume we can open up the door at the other side and escape this entire area. Here's the card slot. Looks like we need to put a playing card in here. Alright, let's give it a shot. And the 8 card. And in you go. Hey, alright, it opened up. It seems we have another device to contend with, yes? There are 3 slots in this one. Alright, this one we gotta make 9. 3 slots for cards, and there's a 9 below them. Yeah, we gotta make 9 with 3 cards. Just like what we did over at the Baccarat table. Alright. What cards have we got? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got all the cards we need. Boom. Alright, so I put all the cards we had left into the slots. What happens now? The door opens. Excellent work, Junpei. Wonderful. It seems the exit is unlocked. Let's go. Alright, brilliant. Alright, let's go. Yep, door's open, we've escaped. God damn, these were some pretty easy escape puzzle rooms. Quite fun as well. I really enjoyed them. Alright. Junpei and his companions ran out of the casino and into a large open room. A room, in fact, that they had been in once before. There was a little to surprise them there. They already knew what their next step had to be.
This way.
The iron gate still stood in place, locked tight, blocking the stairway, and right in the center of it...
The keyhole with the Venus symbol.
Let's open it up.
The Venus key should work here.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't silver and it was more like a gold when we got it from the casino, but you know, it's okay. Continuity. He turned it. With the distinctive sound of metal on metal, he felt the lock click open.
It sounds like it did.
Alright.
Alright, let's get this thing open.
No problem. Let me help with this one.
Junpei grabbed the handle on the left side, and Seven took the handle on the right. On Junpei's signal, they both pushed and the gate creaked open. There we go.
It sounds as though you have opened it. We should be able to reach C deck now, I imagine.
Snake, are you gonna be alright? I mean, the stairs.
He's been downstairs before.
Please, do not do yourself the embarrassment of underestimating me. I would be unlikely to trip even if I were running backwards.
Good to hear. Let's move.
At Seven's words, they leapt onto the stairs and jogged quickly down them. In no time at all, they found themselves on C deck, and now comes the familiar exploration, but with a new group this time.
Everything looks okay here.
We should check the next deck down, just in case.
Flooded. Yep, when he reached the water, he called back up to Snake and Seven.
Just what I thought. D-deck is completely underwater.
Completely submerged.
Just like the bottom of the central staircase.
The surface of the water below them was flat, like a mirror.
I'm just glad the water level hasn't changed much.
Yep.
Back to the C deck then.
Now, how about we check out what's here?
They began searching around and taking stock of what was on C deck.
There are
We have
two
the
elevators
elevators.
over there, which means it's probably the same upstairs.
Yep, we've seen this one already.
There's a card reader between them, and another weird mark.
Hey, check it out. It's the symbol for Lotus.
Oh yeah, and she's not here this time to hear that.
What?
See? It's got the woman symbol, and then it's got the devil horns, right?
Yeah, I see it. No two ways about it.
Oh, somebody appreciates our jokes.
That was a pretty good one, kid.
Seven tussled Junpei's hair in what he likely thought to be a friendly manner. Junpei feared his neck might break, even though it was clear Seven had kept his strength in check.
Oh, would you watch it, man? Whew, that hurts. You're gonna break my neck.
What are you talking about? The human body ain't that weak. Maybe this'll toughen you up, huh?
If we were looking for a devil, we've got one right here.
Oh, ownage. Thankfully, Snake interrupted. After Junpei's observation, he'd gone over to examine the card reader.
This is a Mercury symbol.
Thank you very much for telling us.
The marks you mistook for horns are a stylized version of the wings and staff of Hermes.
Oh, you're just as smart as a carne.
Wings and a staff. Huh. So then, she beats you with the staff until you die and go to heaven. Sounds like Lotus, all right.
Seven shook Junpei's head even more vigorously, and the younger man began to feel as though his brain was being jostled about inside of his skull.
7, oh, that's too much. Oh, my head.
Junpei's stomach began churning uncomfortably.
Oh, I think I'm gonna puke.
Unless we can activate this device, I doubt the elevator will function.
In other words, we gotta find a key card with a Mercury symbol on it.
So I would assume.
Let's forget the elevators for right now.
Alright, let's take another look and see if we can find that big hospital room.
How about that hallway to the left?
Whoa, there's a bunch of doors.
There were a great many doors lining both sides of the hallway. They seemed to stretch on forever, and all three suddenly felt very small.
Ah, shit. We're not gonna have enough time to check all these, are we?
Maybe we can come back here later. We should check out the other side. Let's head back.
To the right of the stairs, another hallway stretched out, reaching deep into the bowels of the ship.
To the right this time.
After a few moments of moving briskly down the hallway, they emerged into an area roughly the same size and shape as the one at the top of the stairs. On the left side of the room were 4 French doors.
There are doors here too. Well, I guess it's just 4 this time.
Let's open them up, starting with the closest one there.
Okay, I'm on it.
Junpei nodded and grabbed the one closest to him. He gave it a small tug and felt it move.
Huh, it isn't locked. I'm going to open it.
Thrilled to have found another unlocked door, he threw it open. Junpei didn't know what to make of what he saw. The hospital room. We've been to this bit before. I'm just waiting until the groups reconnect, and then I'm going to skip ahead to the next choice. He simply stood, unable to speak. Seven's eyes opened wide and his mouth gaped. After a few long moments, Seven at last managed to speak.
Hey, what is this place?
Hospital room.
It's so huge. And empty.
Hospital room. A massive room stretched out in front of them, more a cabin than a room. Its vastness was oppressive, and it bore down on Seven and Junpei. It was not empty, however. The entire room was filled with lines upon lines of beds. There were simple things, little more than pipe and thin mattresses.
Oh, there are beds everywhere.
Is this a hospital? The harsh scent in the air is reminiscent of antiseptic solution.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. There are shelves in the center of the room with medicine and surgical tools.
Hey, look there. The 4 doors at the end.
3 of them were emblazoned with large single-digit numbers. We already know
door
this.
says 3.
We've been this.
The
We've
second
heard
door
this.
And the rightmost
Heard
door?
it.
There's no doubt. They're numbered doors.
Hey, why is that door between 3 and 7 blank?
Well, we're going to be coming out of it later.
Does that mean anything?
No point worrying about it right now. Let's see if these will open first.
Yeah, good idea.
Come on. The 3 of them had threaded their way through the beds towards the back of the room, just waiting on everyone else to come in. Nope, nothing opens. No. 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 And no.
Yep, locked. Just like I thought.
Naturally. After all, there are rules to the Nonary game, and to allow these doors to open easily would violate those rules.
Pretty much.
Unless we can authenticate ourselves with the red, the numbered doors will...
Whoa, check this out.
Huh? Suddenly Seven spoke up, interrupting Snake.
Look at the red. There's nothing on it.
Oh.
Huh?
Don't you remember the red back at the main staircase? If there wasn't anyone in it, it said vacant on the little screen, remember?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Also, we're finding out about this before the groups caught back up, I'm pretty sure.
But this one.
There's nothing.
Right?
Nothing at all.
You think it's broken?
Only one way to find out.
Nothing.
No.
Junpei and the others put their hands on the panel, but nothing happened. The red refused to change. They tried pulling the lever, and still nothing. As they soon discovered, it wasn't the only red on door 8 that seemed to be malfunctioning.
How about the red on door 7? And door 3?
I didn't think all of them would be malfunctioning.
What does it mean?
They've got to be broken.
There's something that's been taken out of them.
Man, that bastard. I didn't think Zero was the kind of guy who'd screw around with something like this.
Whoa. Zero's been prepared for everything so far, and you're saying he's gonna make a mistake now?
Good point.
Well, that's the only thing I can think of. This thing ain't working at all.
While Junpei and Seven talked, Snake busied himself with examining the red. After a time, he lowered his hands and spoke.
It seems as if some of the internal hardware has been removed.
Internal hardware?
That is what I said. Take a look at the underside of this red, if you please.
All right.
The bottom?
Junpei obliged and bent over to look at the underside of the device.
Huh. There's a thin slot here. I think it's a slot for something. Probably electronic.
The thing that controls the red.
The other 2 reds are the same. Something's been removed from all 3 of them.
I get it. So the reds aren't working because somebody pulled out their guts.
So I assume.
But why? And who? I mean, it really doesn't make sense.
I have no idea. Why on earth would I know something like that?
That's true. And just then, that's when everyone else came in.
Oh, what now?
The 3 of them turned and saw the rest of the group. Akane, oh no, Junpei thought, it's June! She stopped short, surprised to see them, and was very nearly bowled over by the rest of her companions who were coming through the door behind her.
Ace! Santa! Clover! And Lotus!
Guess everyone's here.
Junpei and Seven were, for the moment, at a loss for words.
What are you guys doing?
Why are you...
That's my line?
Perhaps we should exchange information.
And now we've caught up. With that, I think it's about time that we just skip ahead to the next decision. So let's go on to our flowchart. We're officially at this point in the novel, and I don't think there's going to be anything more that really needs to be exchanged, so at this point we need to head to this area. we need to head over here. The 3, 7, and 8 doors. Okay. Let's go. You left Ace up on the floor.
Well,
Okay, so this is after Ace decided to do that.
You say something?
No, nothing.
Okay, let's start skipping over.
Well,
Oh.
you first.
Now the
Lotus.
question is, do we want to
Which
go...
door do you want?
Ignoring her, do we want to go through the 3 door or the 7 door? I think the 3 door is the one that will end up leading to the submarine ending, because the 3 door, I believe, goes into the shower rooms where we'll end up finding Snake's body, and I feel like that's what really triggers the submarine ending. So I think I'm going to do 3, and then afterwards I'm going to do 7.
It's the same numbers.
Got it. You're next.
And let's skip past all of these.
Who, me? I didn't say nothing.
I'll actually go out of novel and I'll go into normal mode because it'll be quicker.
All right, Junpei.
I want to go through door number 3.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Well, that happened. I want to go through door number 3. Well, in that case, let's at least, well, I'm gonna end the episode off there then. I didn't even realize I'd clicked it until it popped up, but in that case, well, this is gonna be entertaining. In the next episode, guys, we're going to go through door 3, and then we're going to revert our way back through time to go through door 7, and then we're going to set ourselves up on a new path to discover a new ending. Thank you so much for watching. If you're enjoying this series so far, feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you're watching on VidMe, don't forget to upvote, and of course you can play the Nonary Game comment game if you want as well, where you look at the number of views on the video, work out the digital root of those views, and then use that number to determine who you are in the Nonary Game. It's a bit of a fun twist, bit of a fun thing to do while you're in the comments. Who are you going to be? We'll find out when you go down in the comments below and leave a comment. So, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time, guys. Goodbye.